Hi, my name is Dr. Dylan Remick here with Minnesota Regenerative Institute, and we have Lynda with us today. Lynda sat down with us a couple months ago and did a kind of a testimonial update on how she was feeling earlier on in care. So now we're sitting at about 3 months, just over 3 months of time. Can you tell us a little bit, just as a reminder, of how you were doing when you initially came into the office?
When I initially came into the office, I cried every time I tried to talk to him about how I was feeling. I'll do it again. I can cry because it's a happy cry. It feels good.
That's a better cry.
That's a better cry. It's a much better cry. Yeah, it's the pain is substantially less. Mobility, stability, all of that I have without pain, which is glorious. I remember noticing how much excellent posture everybody has that works here. I've had trouble since I was born with my walk, so that's something that I notice. And I thought, oh, maybe someday I'll be able to walk like that with some degree of posture. And I can walk with some degree of posture now. It's not like you graceful people are, but it feels like it looks better.
What was your pain level like when you came in your knees?
I wasn't sleeping at night. It hurt so bad I couldn't stand to have my knees touch each other. It would wake me up. I tried a pillow between my legs. That was cumbersome and almost caused more pain because it was in the way of my normal movement. It just hurt all the time. I could not squat down, pick things up, go up and down stairs. I couldn't do that.
What about hobbies?
Well, kind of gave them up. Walking is something I have trouble with anyway because I have a lung issue, but I couldn't even walk the drive one time. I was afraid to do that because I was afraid I would fall.
And you were a painter too, right?
I am.
Were you doing that before, prior as much?
I think it was a depression thing because I couldn't do anything. Everything hurt. And so I haven't painted for like 2 years.
Wasn't motivated?
No, not at all. And the other day I was in my studio and I went, I have to change that. I need to work on the value of that background. And it felt so good to actually look at that and think about doing it again. So, and I'm going on an artist retreat in June for 5 days.
Nice.
Yeah.
So prior to coming in, you had tried other things too, right? So what did you try for your knees?
Well, I finally resorted to having knee replacement surgery. I have had both of my hips replaced. Like I say, that was a congenital issue. So I had my one knee replaced, my right knee. And I was so hopeful that I would be pain-free after that. And they removed all the arthritis. I still had all the stiffness. I did all my exercises every day. They called me a rock star. I was doing so well. And but 8 months later, I came here because that leg still wasn't doing what it needed to do so that I could get back to whatever normal is.
So fast forward to 3 months, just over 3 months of time, how would you compare your knees now, the replaced knee and then the non-replaced knee? How would you compare them to what they were like before?
Okay, the non-replaced knee is 75 to 80% better. There's still some achy, depends on the weather, but it's really, the mobility is so good. I feel like I can walk without it giving out, which is one of the things that I had. The replacement knee, I would say, is better. But I wonder why it still hurts, because supposedly the arthritis got removed when they put the replacement in there. And it still is affected by the weather. I don't have the flexibility that I expected to have. It's better in the left knee than it is in the surgical knee. And I think that will always be that way.
Yeah, surgery limits things some.
Yeah.
How are you sleeping now?
I'm sleeping well. I'm sleeping really well. Clint asked, did you sleep well? I go, yeah. I went potty twice. Otherwise, I slept all night. And that really feels good. And I think my attitude is much better. You might remember what I was like when I came
I remember.
I was kind of a basket case, but I wasn't getting any rest. And I was depressed. I have good days and bad days. Look at the world. Hey, we all do. But I'm doing much, much better.
Good.
Physically and mentally.
Good. We'll take it from Lynda. If you struggled like she did, hopefully we can get you some help like we did her too.
Can I just say one more thing? If you come in and you talk to these people and you decide to do this, do your exercises. I think it's so important. If you don't do that, you go home and you just sit on your butt. It's not going to work. You need to exercise. You need to do the program. Okay?